This is Ralph, and he can make over 20 different sounds, would you believe it? And Ralph here is a gorgeous little guinea pig, but he's one of over 60 rescued guinea pigs at Maria's animal shelter. So me and my family, we've actually adopted 3 of these little guinea pigs for our family, and I fell in love with the place when I first came round. So I'm now meeting Maria, and we're going to learn all about Maria's animal shelter. I came here for the first time about 2 weeks ago. I was blown away with it, and so I just can't wait to show you, and I found Maria totally inspiring. So I'm ringing the bell. There we are, I've rung it. Mission 1 accomplished. It's like a challenge. It stopped. Do we go in? What do you think? Maria, brilliant.
Hello, hi Luke, nice to meet you.
Great to see you.
Yes.
Biscuits.
Biscuits.
For the tea.
Oh, that's
yes.
lovely.
Well,
Thank you
I'm
very
assuming
much.
boldly that we get tea. I'm
well,
just
we
assuming
do.
that.
Not very long, unfortunately. We've got too many animals to look after.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit. It's all about the animals. Well, they can share a biscuit with us.
Oh yes, I'll put the kettle on straight away. Oh look, and Shadow's come to greet us as well.
Shadow.
Shadow, yes. She decided this is her home about 5 years ago. You Shadow.
Hello, sweetheart.
Hey, Whispers.
Hello. Yeah, it'd be weird if she was called Snowy.
Oh, morning, guys.
This is Maria Mulkey, and from sunrise to sunset, every single day, you'll find her here caring for animals that have nowhere else to go. She once cared for people at the very end of their lives, but deep down, she carried a different calling. In 2000, she took a leap of faith, studying animal care at Duchy College, determined to help those with no voice. Not long after, that determination became something extraordinary on a small hidden piece of land in Probus, Cornwall, where Maria's dream took shape. It started with just one pony. Today, it's home to goats, sheep, ducks, chickens, rabbits, guinea pigs, and countless other animals who arrived frightened, unwanted, or forgotten. This place may be a haven hidden in the Cornish countryside, but what happens here matters far beyond it.
He's a pretty boy. Look at this one.
Oh, fluff bumps.
He's so fluffy.
Some, like my own guinea pigs, go on to a new home. Others will stay here forever. Since becoming a charity in 2012, the mission has never changed. Education, prevention, compassion. And thanks to a handful of dedicated staff and a few fiercely loyal friends, this place survives.
Just trying to get more than one.
This place may be a haven hidden in the Cornish countryside, but what happens here matters far beyond it.
Right, so this is what we call the hub, and this is where we have the kitchen and volunteers come in, and we use it mainly for bachelor guinea pigs that come in singly, and we neuter them and health check them and get them ready for adoption. Other ones go in the back room. They're usually pairs that come in pairs already.
Okay.
Yeah, we've slowly built it up. When we first came here, I think this was such a building that was completely falling down, rusted all galvanised sheets everywhere. So we pulled it down, and my husband actually built it back up again.
Wow.
Which is very nice of him. Yeah.
Yes. Labour of love.
Yeah, definitely.
Save the guinea pigs.
Definitely.
How many animals have you got in the shelter at the moment?
Oh gosh, we usually have around about 100 a time. Yeah.
100 a time?
Yeah, yeah. So if we start where we've got Peanut, Rachel, Perrin, Kerno, our Cornish one, Esme, Diane, Virginia, Luigi.
You're not telling me about the ones named after alcohol. There's got to be a whiskey.
Oh gosh,
a
do you know, I
gin,
don't
sherry.
think we've ever done that. That's our next lot.
Why did that even come into my head? I have no idea.
Oh yeah, that's a new group for us to start.
tequila.
Oh, tequila.
You've got tequila.
Thank you, Gemma.
This is all coming out now,
Yes.
isn't it? We've
And
cracked open the
So,
door.
yes, is that our only one, is it, Gemma?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of coral somewhere. Hello, you. Hello.
So these are two that are looking for a home.
Oh, wow.
Winnie and Posy.
Winnie and Pope, they look pretty happy.
When we get pairs in, they don't get rehomed very often
Hello,
because
Posy.
people come here usually because they've got one and their other one's died and they're looking for a companion. So pairs seem to stay with us for sometimes many years.
Because they always need to be in pairs, don't
They
they?
do,
It's
definitely.
nothing sadder than seeing a single lone little rabbit in a hutch at the back of someone's garden,
Yes.
stuck there.
Yeah.
Breaks my heart.
It's
'cause they,
awful.
You know,
It's awful. Yeah.
they
yeah.
need to be in pairs. These two are so
They're
gorgeous.
lovely.
Gosh,
Aren't
I'm
you girls?
so pleased that
Yeah.
the kids are not with me today.
Yeah.
They'd be trying to get
They'd
them.
be taking more home.
They would.
And in here we've got our shed. So this is
Hello,
a bit
guys.
extra special.
Okay.
This is for ones that we know got health problems aren't going to leave us.
Right.
Hi guys.
Oh, this is lovely.
Hello. So this is Sooty and Steph. And in the back, who's looking right at you on her back legs, is Chandler. Chandler was a bit of a case because he started to get aggressive. Most people think it's just an aggressive rabbit, but the reason he was getting aggressive was there was too much activity in the adoption block for him. So he got so anxious, he would just start to bite. So he'll probably be here for quite a few years with us until we find that perfect home for him.
So this is a bit you've built, isn't it? This is a new building.
We did. We had a small legacy from the Holdens family. So we were able to build this, yeah. Would you like to go in and see
I'd
him?
love to see Louis.
If you sit down, he's super friendly, he'll come on your lap.
Okay, I'm gonna go cross-legged, Louis, and let's see what happens.
Oh, he actually knows that you haven't been here before. Oh.
It's fine. I'm not taking it personally.
Louis, you've let us down.
Hello, nice to meet you. What's this one called?
This is Misty.
Misty. Hello, Misty. Hello. Yes.
She's the one that likes to chew your clothes.
You can chew my clothes. You can chew my shorts. I know, Misty. And who's that one there?
That's Erica. So Erica's quite shy.
Okay. Look at you.
And this is the naughty Toffee. You just have to watch him.
He's going to butt me, isn't he? I can I know it's coming. I can see it in him.
He does
He's
it
straight
to me
up. He's going to start butting me in, I
Yeah.
reckon, 2 minutes. I think I've got 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it's going to happen.
Bless him.
You like a good scratch, don't you?
He does. Yeah.
You like a good scratch. They'll never leave you, will they?
No.
Your heart is with these guys.
Yeah. They'll never leave. Will you? Hey, Toffee.
They're part of the
Hey.
fabric of all of it.
Yes, I know.
Great.
Should we go and meet the sheep?
Let's go meet the sheep. Toffee, you son of a
did he
gun. Toffee.
Come here. Do you want to go first?
You know what? That was good. That was 3 minutes. That was way more than 2. We
You are
did really
so-
well. Be much more
No, he's
fun.
after-
It's no, he likes. He's got me. It's the legs. I'll have to stand in front of you. Is that manly?
Oh, dear. Oh, Toffee, you're so naughty.
What's the story with these, Maria?
So we've got Bernard, who's giving you that stare there in the middle,
Yeah.
and Bella, who's coming to here on the left, and then the very far one at the back there.
Yeah.
Her and a friend was left in 14 acres of farmland, and the tenants just left them there without
Wow.
telling everybody. And then some workers went in one day and found them. So they came in to us then. But yeah, it's a lovely little trio now.
Yeah, they're good friends, aren't they?
They are,
They are,
yeah. Look
Okay,
who's
she's-
meeting us.
Oh, there's Toffee. Toffee.
I'll hold him.
Well, let's. I think
Toffee, you are so naughty.
he's-
Do you want to go through that gate again? You're safe then. So he's a character animal, isn't he?
he's a character.
No,
animal.
Toffee.
He's coming
no,
through
no,
that.
No, no,
He's
no.
coming through that
No.
gate.
Stop. Yes, go in. So this is our recovery room. So it's usually they come in if they're ill or if they need to be in here full time.
So look, I think we got our 3 from this pen, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
And obviously, immediately they're replaced with another load of guinea pigs.
They are.
Where are they all coming? Where
in.
are these guys all coming from?
Well, we had a very sad case of a guy. He went and got 2 guinea pigs, and unfortunately, they were sold a pair. So it was a male and a female. So of course they bred.
Yeah.
He wasn't quite sure what to do. He put them in a garage, and they kept breeding. There was no light, nothing in the garage at all. There was quite a few. I think it was 25 that came in.
Oh my goodness
And of course,
me!
they had serious injuries, males fighting because they were living in tiny cages. All the females were pregnant, ringworm, fungal issues. Yeah, so it's been hard on the staff and the volunteers because it's meant there's a lot of extra work gone into these guys. In Cornwall, there's lots of charities that do dogs and cats, but nobody did these kind of animals, which is why I started. Because at first it was all coming out of my wages. And so I was working as well as doing the shelter. It was a lot smaller than this.
What was your job?
I was a night worker for end-of-life care for people.
Oh, wow.
Not animals, so for people. But I was leaving the volunteers here and it was brilliant. But then, of course, it grew so big, it needed somebody to manage it here.
So you were just running it all off your own back, paying for everything
Oh,
yourself?
yes, yeah. Oh, my nan's legacy that went into it. Yeah, all my wages went into it, everything, yeah.
And you got some volunteers helping you out?
Yes, volunteers. And then I suddenly realised something needed to happen because it got too big for me. So that's when we thought about going to the Charity Commission and becoming a registered charity, which we did in 2012.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing. So the fundraising's hard. How do you get the money in?
Public donations. That's mainly where we get all our money from. We got a lovely fundraiser called Linda, and she does auctions for us once a month, and that brings in a lot of money. And then we try to grant funding. We're trying to bid and get some funds that way as well.
What does she auction? Cuddles for guinea pigs?
Anything that people donate, we get some really good stuff given to us.
Great.
Yeah.
And you've got a waiting list of animals?
We have, so we've got to be extremely careful that we don't become from a charity to a hoarding case ourselves. So we've got to know that cut-off point. So there's a waiting list, which I hate, but we've got to have it. And we try and just prioritise ones that need to come in. At the moment, we're struggling again because we know in a veterinary practice in Cornwall, there's a pair of bonded rabbits that are currently have nowhere to go. They've been surrendered to the vets.
If there's not you and there's no one else in Cornwall doing it, what's going to happen?
I don't know. That's the horrible thing, isn't it? You don't know what's going to happen. I'm guessing with the vets, if there's nowhere else, they'll have to be put to sleep if there's literally nowhere else that can take them.
Which must be awful for you because it's a huge pressure on you.
It definitely is.
Would you say that that's the hardest bit now, the size you're at? Because you're at capacity, you're almost overwhelmed.
Yes.
You know if you're saying no, there's a high chance those animals are going to be put down.
Yes.
You do this is now your, I mean, it's always been your life, hasn't it?
Yes.
But now you're like full-time trying to run the charity and keep it going. Heavily reliant on volunteers to help make ends meet and help with the huge capacity.
Yeah, not enough staff.
And is this the heartbreaking thing? Would you say, what's the most difficult part of running the charity?
Oh, nowadays, just being overwhelmed with it all. And more animals are coming in sick as well. They're not coming in healthy, which they used to. It's a lot more than what we should really be putting into it. But you've got to try and help these little animals as much as you can, really.
It's hard to imagine the toll running a shelter like this must take on Maria, especially with limited staff and limited resources. In such a short time, I'd seen just how important this place was for animals that are so often overlooked. I felt compelled to offer Maria my support, only I didn't have to.
You know that you're a vet.
I know I'm a vet, yes, Maria.
Would you be able to do us a big favour today? We've got a duck that's actually gone off her feet. And we've got a bit of a situation because she's in with Lucy Goose, who's very protective of these ducks.
Right.
And one had to be put to sleep about 4 or 5 months ago, and she got quite sad. But this is the last remaining duck she's got.
See, it sounds quite emotionally loaded, this.
Oh,
Lucy Goose
yeah.
has been looking after a load of rescue ducks.
She came in because she's very naughty. She has got big character. She does protect them, but she'll also grieve if there's nothing here. So we won't be able to rehome her because she's too aggressive to go anywhere else. We can handle her here.
That sounds a bit crackers.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look.
Hi, Lucy.
Lucy's going to go mad
Yeah,
as we...
should I pick her up?
If she's friendly with you, yeah,
Hello,
great.
Twinkle. She won't be, but I'll grab her.
Melvin. Okay.
Oh,
Sorry,
Lucy.
Melvin.
It's all right.
Right. What have you done?
Yeah, so he was mainly limping and struggling on his right leg there.
Yeah, there's nothing. See, feel the difference. If you put your finger here and push up, you can see this resistance.
Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing
Nothing
here.
there, yeah.
So obviously he's really injured up here somehow. But he's bright, isn't he, in himself, and he's in good condition.
Yeah.
And his wings are okay. It's okay. It's all right, Melvin. It's all right. I don't think it's the end of days yet.
Okay, good.
Okay, it's not the end of days. He's way too bright to give up on
Brilliant.
with this now. But what we've got to do is obviously try and give him some pain relief. He's just generally a bit weak, aren't you? I think some meloxicam is going to be great for him.
Yeah.
I think it's really going to help reduce any inflammation. We'll take it step by step. But he's definitely way too bright to call it the end of days now.
Thank goodness for that. That's
And
good news.
we'll definitely try.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
give him a go. You seem very relaxed, Lucy. It's all right. This is an
You-
adventure.
Yeah, you'll come in as well.
It's all right, Lucy. We're all going together.
We just go down the bottom
Let's
again.
just get the weight.
Oh, shush, no, don't scare the guinea pigs. No, no.
That's 2 kilos.
I'll just back in her here again a minute.
So 2 kilos. Perfect. You couldn't be a better weight. Right, now we've got to work our dosage out. The dose rate is 0.5 mg per kg for a duck. Oral dose per os. And we know there's 1.5 mgs in a mil, and we need 1 mg because it's 2 kilo duck. So we need to give 0.66 mils down the beak.
And we've got to be careful, haven't we? Because can't they drown if we do it
can
wrong?
get it down the wrong hole, so we've just got to be careful. But we'll be fine with that. We'll be fine with that. So we're not going to thrust it all the way down.
Yeah.
We'll just put it into the beak, and it will be fine.
Yeah. Can you show us?
I show you? It's life without challenge, meaningless. Meaningless. No, they've got quite strong beaks. It's quite a thing.
Yeah.
So we'll just prise the beak open there, and then just from here.
Is it on top of the tongue you go?
Yeah, I'm just there at the bit, and you'll find that what he'll do is he'll swallow. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can.
And it's just taking it nice and steady.
Just move it. Oh.
There you go. I know. Yes, sweetheart. Melvin was completely non-weight bearing, and Maria was very worried he could have broken his leg and he might have to be put to sleep. I didn't have access to an X-ray machine, but I did have my portable ultrasound with me, so I could check for major soft tissue injury or swelling, and the leg didn't feel broken. Thankfully, nothing serious showed up, so I thought a sprain was the most likely culprit, and trying a course of anti-inflammatories should help Melvin get back onto his feet in no time at all. I think it's going to be rest, keep the fluid, keep the food going in,
Yeah.
and let's do a little course of the meloxicam. So if you could do that once a day for the next 3 days,
3 days.
and let's have an update, and hopefully we're getting a bit more weight bearing. But I don't think he's suffering. This will take all the pain away.
Yeah.
It's 100% worth giving a go.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
I think all of that's a
yeah.
really good sign.
Oh, brilliant. Do you want to wash your hands?
Yeah, thank you.
Right, I better make that cup of tea.
Great. What would you say is the hardest bit about running the shelter?
The hardest bit for myself now
Yeah.
is time. I haven't got enough time to do everything. So I literally do everything here.
Oh, it's constant, isn't it?
There's just all the emails from people who want to give up their animals, or people that have asked for advice. telephone calls about, can you help with so-and-so, or what do I do in this situation? And yeah, it's ongoing. I now turn my phone off in the evenings because my husband was getting fed up because it was like 9, 10 o'clock. I was getting phone calls.
Really,
so
people just call you.
Yeah.
Is that a link? Would you say that people who are having a tough time in life also get the animals as a bit of a crutch sometimes, maybe, and then they lean on you?
They do, and there's lots of mental health issues with adults now as well. So they get them thinking it's going to be a good thing, and it's not. And we got a case with somebody at the moment. She keeps buying hamsters, and as soon as they bite her or something, she no longer wants them. Somebody managed to stop pet shops selling them to her, but then she's gone on to rabbits now. She's trying to manage that kind of thing as well. So yeah, it's all things, yeah.
So you almost become a bit of a social worker as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just want to help the animals.
I do. So animals are my number one priority because they need a voice, really. Yeah.
Are you finding yourself increasingly desensitized by it? You see so much of it, abandoned animals.
No, definitely not.
Does
It still gets you, yeah, all the time.
And does that not grind you down?
Yes. Yeah, I had to go away last week to get in my headspace because I couldn't stand it anymore. So I did that, and then I started back yesterday, and I'm raring to go again. But yeah, it's very rare we can get away as well. So because it's always full on here.
You can't hard to get a holiday.
Yes, very rare. But 3 days, 4 days away, and it was brilliant. Yeah, that's all I needed.
And with a family, obviously you're driving this, but your family also probably hugely invested. How are they coping?
They suffer because they don't see me very often. So yeah, that's a shame as well. So luckily my husband loves children, so he picks up the grandchildren from school and things like that. Yeah.
Does it cover its costs, the shelter?
Last year I actually thought I was going to lose all the staff because we were so low in funds. We nearly lost it. And just at the end of the year, we had somebody that left us a little bit of money, and that kept us going for this year.
Because you've got to kind of be an eternal optimist, haven't you?
You
and you're doing it and give your whole heart to it.
You've got to.
But there's this heartbreaking moment where if you almost ran out of money last year to say
the staff would have been gone. I couldn't have done this on my own. So the animals, as they were adopted, couldn't be replaced with other animals that needed to come in.
But you'd never give up on what it's not in you.
No, I wouldn't give up, but he would have to go right back to the roots. Very hardly any animals in, or what we could cope with volunteers.
When you come in the morning, what is the best bit?
I open the door and say, "Hi everyone," and they know my voice, and they know when I come in. I always do that. And if I undo down there first, I always say, "Hi everyone."
And does that give you a bit of a...
Yeah, I like that. I like doing that.
It's worth getting up for.
And I always say to volunteers and everybody, talk to the animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't just open the door. Talk to them, let them know that you're coming. Open the door, talk to them while you're doing things. Yeah. But I think people feel embarrassed to do that. I don't.
I'm just so full of happiness. What a brilliant visit. I found that so much fun. I've had such a great day. Is Maria an animal champion? 100%. She's full of the fire, determination, energy, and what started for her as a passion has become a lifelong endeavour, and she's done it. She wanted to make a difference, champion those little animals that would have no one else and no other chance if it wasn't for her. And she's built this whole shelter to look after, the guinea pigs, the rabbits, there was Melvin the duck, Lucy Goose, Toffee, that really naughty goat. Oh, it's just fantastic. So much effort has gone into every single enclosure. But it's so much more than just an animal shelter. For me, a place like that is also a bit of a hub for the community. It depends on so many volunteers, everyone getting behind her, and it's definitely struggling. It's really hard. She gets overwhelmed with these incredible rescues they have to do with vast numbers of animals that without her just wouldn't have a chance at all. Let's get behind Maria, Team Maria, and let's try and help Maria's animal shelter be all it can be.